Here we go. It's going to be Navi starting on the terror side and NiP on the CT side of Dust 2. So welcome to the show, everyone. Now we're finally ready with it, and everything seems to be working.
And we're into the pistol round right off the bat, and quite a few Kevlars picked up. Viflarin is the one going with the kit here and not Freiburg, which is interesting because Freiburg is usually the man holding the defuse kit for NiP on CT side. So there's a little bit of a difference there already. Exist taking a lot of damage on Cat to start off, and Freiburg looking for the shot, but he isn't going to find it.
You know, and in fact, Exist takes some shots to the face there, down to 11 HP. They have Flashbang on Get Right and 2 on Viflarin, and out the middle, Seized is going to be rushing in. Great flash and great kill on Forest, and even better, this is smart play from Navi. They get the kill and then they just slow it down. They have plenty of time. This is actually, this is really Navi keeping their heads in the game right now.
Look at NiP and how they're holding their ground as well. Freiburg is now pushing out a long house. He's looking to see if he can get any information as to the setup here for Navi. What's the follow-up after they've managed to pick off Forest like this? He's going to get out to the top of mid, but he's still not going to see too many people here. He's going to still be wondering, and it is going to be the A play. Navi get up onto this site, and now NiP know.
Yeah, and he actually runs away from StarX Freiburg. He knows that he can't really spend time fighting him. He's going to get the kill on Zeus, very important. He goes for Guardian as well, who had the bomb, but Guardian, he escapes, and now the bomb is going to go down. It's a 2-on-4 here. NiP, they might lose the pistol round, though. Freiburg is clicking away, and he gets another kill, and StarX is doing a fantastic job holding up Get Right so that he couldn't hold up Freiburg, and now it's a 1-on-2.
But they're so low on Navi's side. Get Right just doesn't have any time, though. He hasn't even picked up the kit, so he has to go. He can't afford to just sit back, but he doesn't know where the Navi players are. And then Navi, they play it down to a T. They peek together on a slope, both of them at the same time. So even if Get Right gets one, he's not getting both, and they secure the pistol round. So that's a very fine play there from Navi.
Yeah, absolutely is. And what's really cool is that, alright, so Seized gets a triple kill, and you got to give him some credit for doing that. That's obviously important in any pistol round. But StarX spending time, you know, wasting time for both Freiburg and Get Right, I think that's really important. Lower dark play was huge.
They're all over the place right now, though, NiP. They go for a pistol armor buy, and then Freiburg picks up a scout? That's unexpected. That's not something we see every day. So NiP really changing up quite a bit, in fact. Freiburg with the scout, and he did manage to tag Zeus early on, and he's even waiting right here. Did he spot Zeus? He did. He tags him through the door. He gets a follow-up shot as well. Zeus,
wow.
So close.
He's going to be really upset. That must be super annoying getting shot with a scout through the door twice in a row, in fact. And Freiburg isn't maybe done yet. Flashbang going to come in, and if they rush him down, then Forrest is here to pick up that kill potentially. With this is one-shot range for the 5-7.
Yeah, exactly. If he finds that headshot, Zeus is waiting right on the other side of this door, and they are setting up for a B-split play here, Navi. They've got Zeus who's going to go for that smoke through CT, but there are 3 members here for NiP. They're very close as well. One holding solid on the site, that's Get Right, with 2 guys on B slope, and Forrest has already caught Zeus out mid, and now Get Right definitely calling in the rotation here.
Look at the damage done to Navi, but they're not dying somehow. They're just taking critical damage. All their players should be bleeding to death, but somehow they're all still alive except for Zeus. But look at the, I mean, just one click on any one of these players is almost going to be enough. Edward with 38 is the most that they have right now, but NiP, do they know? They must know they've been landing these shots.
They have to know, but at the same time, they still have plenty of gear. I mean, Forrest just picked up the scout on Freiburg. He's still got his helmet Kevlar. He's got his 5.7. Exist, same thing. They've got quite a bit of gear. I mean, like $5,200 worth of gear right now on NiP. And it seems like rather than try and take this fight, they're going to go for exits. And Viflarin, he's the first man here. He's going to spot Edward. Gets the shot, but he can't get the kill.
Exist, just one more bullet. It's going to be so good. Guardian runs away. Navi, they should have all died this round, or at least 4 of them should have died. Edward maybe surviving. That's insane. This has a really big impact on the game. Navi now, they only have to rebuy 1 rifle, and Guardian is already going to go for the AWP. Is Forrest going to challenge him in the middle? No, they're going to run over to a long instead, but this is Navi surviving with much more money than they otherwise would have.
And then they're supposed to, that's for sure. Yeah, Navi have got to be feeling fantastic, and so far with how things have been going. They let 2 members live from NiP, but they're still managing to get some kills in there, and they're still getting the plants. So Navi in control, Get Right up on plateau, and there's going to be Freiburg as well, peeking together, but Seized and Stark working together as a unit. Both of them there to support one another. They don't go down, however, the same can't be said for Zeus.
3-on-4 here. That scout is still alive and in play on Forest, so gotta wonder where that's gonna land him. Viflarin down in the middle, really kind of low, but he's boosting Forest up. They get the shot on Guardian, but Navi have just decided that they're not gonna die this game. Grenade in the middle, actually. Viflarin really low and Exist low as well, and they're gonna try and run away.
Guardian actually makes it out of there with 7 HP. And that was with Forrest, I think, just unloading on him with the 5-7, and he couldn't get the kill. It's obscene that Guardian is still alive here. This is a 3-on-2, but this is ridiculous. Exist will get caught by Edward, who's on the hunt. He's looking around that A site, and there's still Fiflaurin alive in the CT spawn, but he's only got a P2K, and he's just going to be looking to see if he can actually catch anybody off guard here, but Edward will not allow it. They find him in the end, and that's 3 very solid rounds there for Navi. Yeah, and Forrest definitely wondering about that, because it looked like he would have had that kill on Guardian. One more bullet would have done the trick.
Yeah, that was so close. I mean, Navi having some really close rounds here early on where it can go the other way. But they managed to come out on top just fine, and now it's going to be 3-0, and now we're in the 4th round. Fiflaurin picking up an AWP and running up to short very fast, being boosted up here. And wondering if Navi are going to realize it. Down in dark, 2 people are creeping up as well, so Fiflaurin has got to be really careful he doesn't get headshot from any weird angles here. And already they spotted him. Grenade to follow, and he's going to fall back.
A really aggressive play coming out here from Fiflaurin, and this is something that he talked about when he was on the channel casting with us, is that on Dust 2 CT side, you have to take some risks sometimes. You have to try and push out at these awkward angles and see if you can get something done. So he's doing just that, Fiflaurin, and he's barely going to make it out of here. No, he's not seized. Chases him down, and this is now falling apart here for NiP. They are only 2 players here on this A site to hold the push.
Yeah, oh, but Exist with a great headshot, and in the corner there, Zeus is now trapped. He's going to try and peek out, but if they have just a little bit of luck, they can just pick him off. He's all alone. There's a smoke off over on short. Edward going to try and come through the smoke, but he just picks up the bomb and runs away, and now he's going to run into Get Right, who's waiting down here, drops him with a straight headshot, and now it's StarX alone in a 1-on-4.
And it's gone all bad here now. StarX, he's found Forrest, he gets a kill, but this is still a 3-on-1, and what's worse is that NiP are holding onto the bomb. It's right on the other side of his door. As soon as he peeks up to get it, Freiberg will find the shot on StarX, and there's NiP on the board. Despite losing Fiflaurin early, just great rifle work from Exist, slowing Navi down, getting the frags, and Navi, they just got caught. They couldn't go anywhere after that.
Could have been a really painful round for NiP. I mean, there was definitely a chance that would have gone all wrong, but now look at Navi. Already, they are pretty low on money. In the middle, though, Guardian is going to be taking down Fiflaurin, and that is a great kill. Fiflaurin was even ready and waiting, and Guardian was actually wasting time early on, sort of, you know, shuffling around rifles. But once he gets there, he's on point.
That flick shot was disgusting. Guardian, when Guardian's on point, I mean, this is the thing. We do see him as one of the best operators in the world right now. So for him to be hitting shots like that, that's got to be putting NiP that's got to be putting NiP on notice, essentially just saying, well, you're going to have to deal with me at some point, guys. And setting up at mid doors like that, it's not good enough when I'm hitting shots.
No, it isn't. A bit of a risk taken, but apparently that's the style that Fiflaurin is going for here. Too soon to tell whether or not it really pays off. I mean, NiP, they're on the less favored side here, so Navi are the ones who have the burden of actually doing something. But look at this setup, Semler. They only have Get Right in the middle. Nobody is covering B right now.
And it's the gamble once again from NiP. They're hoping that Navi are going to come out onto A site. They're going to have 4 members here very close, and it's not going to be good enough. Navi are going to get the right read and make their way over to B. Nobody here on this site. Get Right is the closest man for NiP, and he's all the way down at mid doors. They are going to completely lose control of this round. There's no coming back from this for NiP.
Yeah, so, and obviously the reasoning going into this, I mean, it's fairly obvious. If it ended up being a B push, which it did, NiP are just going to wait and save the rifles. They'd rather do that than to try and sort of halfway defend B, lose a bunch of rifles, and still lose the round. I think that's the logic going into this.
Now they need to hold on to these guns, though. If they're going to make the call that they need to stay alive and just hold on to these guns, NiP, they need to live. And so they managed to find Zeus, who is hunting mid right now. That's going to be Get Right with a good little spray down there. But the rest of Navi are floating around in the T-spawn area, upper dark, looking to see if NiP are going to come pushing, if they're going to take a peek anywhere. That's not going to be the case, though. And both teams actually just deciding, okay, we're not going to actually go for anybody at this point. We're just going to sit and hold on to the gear that we have.
Yeah, plus, in a way, it makes sense, because Navi didn't have a lot of money either. I think they had some money on Edward, and that's about it. Everyone else was really low, so Navi couldn't afford to throw away rifles either. And this is a really good decision from NiP, actually. I really think that's a smart play, essentially. Because
I like how Fiflaurin, like, they managed to hold on to Fiflaurin's AWP as well. So that's a lot of money that's saved there for NiP. And rather than take that fight mid, where he didn't have a whole lot of luck last time, Fiflaurin, they decide to switch him up and go for the A push at A longhouse. So that's going to be an interesting one. But there's Forrest. He gets out into lower dark early on. He will get punished, however. So it's just a 1-for-1 trade.
No, I mean, you know, pushing lower dark, definitely a good idea, but it seems a little bit strange that he maybe didn't have backup from B. It could have been that Get Right could have been pushing in at the same time, or maybe they could have had 2 people lower dark. So NiP, just like Flower getting caught alone on short, it seems like they are getting picked off one at a time here, but at least he got the return kill, and that's something.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. It's as long as you get that 1-for-1 trade at that point. Navi, the thing is that Forrest, he threw that smoke. They had the smoke at top of mid, and that's like a clear indicator to Navi, okay, somebody's going to be pushing into lower dark. We need to make sure that we don't let them get in there and, you know, and mess with us. So they put 2 guys down there. So even if one of them dies, they have another guy there to get the return frag on Forrest. So it's just textbook play coming out from Navi, and now it's going to be a textbook A push from Cat.
Yeah, Flaren forced to fall back, smokes up, flashes, and he can't really hold it alone. He's going to be opening from all the way in the back here. Guardian is up on the bomb side as well, with the AWP going to be up on the box. He feels it. He knows Flaren is down there, and is he going to peek again? The Swedish Hopper is going to be walking out any second. He does quickly take a look. This is a bit of a mind game between the 2 players here. The bomb is down, though, and NiP, they're going to have to retake now.
Seized is about to find Exist right here, coming up. Nice headshot from Seized. Guardian point blank onto Freiberg, and this is falling apart now. NiP getting caught out in the open. It's all down to Flaren, who will get caught on A long. No hope for the retake.
I mean, this is again down to the way NiP are holding it a little bit. I still claim I'm not a big fan of this position with the AWP, but the smokes are up and everything else. I'm not really sure what Flaren could have done in that position, and he did get the 1 kill in there. That was just a really nice opening for Navi. They seem to be making some great mid-round decisions. They get the kill on Forest, they know it's a 4-on-4, and they figure, well, if nobody's holding short, that pretty means they're both going to be down on long, so if we smoke them off, they'll never be able to come back into the side.
That's essentially it. And well, the big thing is that Navi are able to hold on to Cat as well. Like, they just come up on Cat, and then they make sure that they never lose control of Cat. So NiP, they have to rotate in from different angles. They come up from long, they come in from CT, and they get obliterated at every turn. So Navi just, I mean, really just solid play coming out from Navi. They've got a good feel for what NiP are doing. They're getting those, they're punishing NiP for any kind of aggression early on, getting the 1-for-1 trade, which will favor Navi, and then they're getting the right read as to where they need to go. So Navi, man, they're really stepping it up here, and this is on land as well, that they are pummeling NiP. I mean, it's still fairly early on in the half here. NiP have plenty of opportunities to still get the rounds that they need, but I mean, Anders, how many rounds do you think they need here to consider this a successful first half, NiP?
For NiP, I actually think they prefer to get up to 6 rounds. I mean, 6 or 7. I don't think 5 is enough. I think Navi are looking really strong right now. And, you know, we don't have the audio with us. Unfortunately, if we had the, you know, a microphone for the crowd in Kiev, you can bet you every time Navi win a round or even get a kill, everyone is going to be cheering. And the Ukrainian crowd, they cheer really loudly. You can hear them.
Yeah, but it makes a massive difference. There's no doubt about it. And you can be sure there's going to be a big crowd over there, especially with Navi playing. So this is already shaping up like a pretty good round here. They will get a punish, and there's Forrest and Exist both finding frags on opposite sides of the map. But still, that brings it back to a 3-on-3, and Forrest has now picked up an AK for his troubles.
Yeah, nicely done. No armor, of course. He does also have a grenade, so he's kind of in the wrong spot, though. The bomb once again making its way up to the A-bomb site. But still, you know, getting a few rounds in like this for NiP where they do some damage in the eco rounds is very important later on, because Navi's economy is, you know, it's growing on Edward and Seized, but everyone else is still, you know, a little bit low. So yeah, good kills coming in from NiP here. What's up?
No, I'm just curious as to what's going to happen. There was a bit of a dance going on there. But Guardian will find the frag, and it's going to be Exist. I mean, if they can hold on to these guns at this point, NiP would have to be pleased with that, but it's not going to happen. Forrest will get caught out on B slope. Exist, the last man alive here. He will live. I would have loved to have seen both AKs saved from NiP, however, because their money isn't going to be stellar going into this next round.
No, it won't be, but it will be enough that they can buy. Exist maybe going to throw this rifle over to Get Right, and then they're going to be in a pretty good position. So 6-1, and we're going to be into the 8th round. A really good start here for the home team, Navi. And I think actually look at Get Right. He doesn't get tossed. The AK buys a Max 7 instead.
Yeah, he goes Max. Excuse me, he goes Max 7, and then Forrest goes AWP Kevlar. So that's really interesting. So they decided to change it up, really. The entire play here. Get Right going to get up close into upper dark. Manages to jump out of the way. Guardian tries to point blank him through the smoke, and that's not going to happen. So NiP kind of playing with fire here, but I like Get Right's decision. We know that he can rack up frags with this shotgun. We know that he can make a difference, and if he does pick up kills, not only is that going to be, well, good for NiP as far as kills are concerned, but it's also going to be a lot of money for him.
Yeah, will be. Gotta imagine that JW is feeling happy right now. He definitely is a fan of that Mag 7 too, but smoke up the middle, and Navi, they do have mid control. They have short control as well. If they go up there, they're going to realize it too. And Forrest, he wants to pick off somebody who might be on their way. Oh, he doesn't get the shot quite, though, and that's a bit of a problem now. Navi, they could do what they did the last couple of rounds as well. They can go for that A push. This time, though, it's a little bit of a variation, but Freiburg and Flaren, they're going to have to stand strong here.
It's going to come down to whether they can land their shots. That's always going to be key here. Freiburg, he's been doing fairly well so far in this game. I mean, he's top fragging right now for NiP, so this is his big opportunity. He avoids the flash, he baits the Flaren, and there we go. The double spray down for Freiburg. He's looking for the third. He's going to get caught off guard, though. Doesn't look for Guardian, and Guardian will get the easy frag on long.
And now it's down to a 3-on-3, but this is a much more manageable 3-on-3 for NiP. It's not the B bomb site, it's the A bomb site instead, so they can definitely work with this, but they need that one more pick-off there. Exist going to spot out Zeus. They can almost guess that Guardian is going to be in the pit, so they know has seized this as well. A lot of information already for NiP here, but they got to deal with him, and he's going to deal with them instead. Takes the 1 kill, back down to a 2-on-3 now. That bomb ticking away, and NiP, I don't even think they can do this anymore. They're going to have to fall back and save what little they have left. Get right hiding in the corner there. Exist going to do it down. Seized, finally dropped, but it is way too late.
Yeah, and look who's on the run right now. Zeus, he wants to catch Get Right out in the open. Get Right sees this coming, though, goes for the shot, but he's not going to get it. Zeus will live with 99 HP, so maybe Get Right tags him for 1. But that was crucial for Navi as well. Don't let them get out of there alive. But shaky play there from Exist. You know, he was trying to support Get Right, and we saw him miss 2 opportunities for frags.
Yeah.
So that's, it's not really what we expect to see out of Exist, especially.
But a really, really sick play from Seized. He is racking up the kills. 12, 3, and 4. He's doing a tremendous job right now. And that's really encouraging for Navi. This is Lan, and he's going to get a headshot on Freiburg. The momentum right now is so heavily in favor of Navi that NiP, they need to break this in the next round. They need to come back when we get to that 10th round.
Oh, the Flaren's been caught out in the open. We still have Exist with this AWP. He's finally rotated over to mid. He's going to find Guardian, and there you go. Exist with that double kill, in fact. Edward getting clipped before then brings it back to a 2-on-2. And now where do Navi decide to go with this? Get Right is still alive with the hand cannon, AWP's little brother. But this is still Exist alive with the sniper rifle mid, and he could catch Seized here in a moment. Is he going to be looking at the right spot? He's just going to react, but he's going to miss the flick.
That could have been a critical kill. If he had got that, it would have been a 2-on-1 in favor of NiP now instead. Navi, because they still have some time. And they know they just got spotted by Exist. They're going to be trying to double fake him, basically walking back where they just was. 35 seconds. Exist walking right into them through the smoke. Oh my god, it's going to be a complete car crash. They're walking right next to each other. And he goes down. And that's going to leave Get Right alone. That could have been a really good decision, but the timing was off.
This is it. This is it. Yeah, exactly. It could have been, but it could have been perfect if they were pushing up Cat. But Navi, they drop down. They predict where Exist is going to be looking, and they drop down and go for the lower dark play. And that's exactly what should not have happened for Exist. If they're going up Cat, Exist sneaks through the smoke, and maybe he gets lucky. He's pre-aiming that spot. Maybe he gets lucky with a shot. Instead, he just bumps into them. And as soon as Navi figure out, hey, wait, why am I not able to go forward here in this smoke? Something's there that shouldn't be. There's only 2 things that could be there, Get Right or Exist, and, well, they managed to get the frag and turn it.
Get Right saves the AWP, runs away, but Navi already know what's up, and this time they have enough money to go looking for him. They really feel like they do anyway. Seized right around the corner. Get Right, is he going to be found? No, they just stand still, so it's going to be alright. But look at Navi's money now. 13,000 on Zeus is a clear indicator that right now the Ukrainian team is running away with this game. 7-round lead for them. We're moving into the 10th round, and I think it's now or never for NiP. If they want any chance of winning on the first map, they got to start winning rounds right now.
Absolutely. That's exactly it. They're fast running out of time here. Navi already at 8 rounds. We were talking about NiP maybe needing 6 or 7. Like, now is the time for them to get on the board. But at least they have some gear to work with here. Not too many flashes, but they have the rifles, they have the nades, and they have kits across the board as well. So they're really counting on being able to execute a retake here. NiP, that's going to be the big play, as we do have Exist who kind of peeked down on Cat. Not really able to find anything, however. So NiP still back to waiting for Navi to make the play at this point.
Look at this, though. This is a cool idea. If they peek up here, Flaren is going to take the first shot, which means they're going to focus on him. And as soon as he does, actually, he's going to flash Exist in here. So there's the flash. Exist going to peek. But Navi, they hide and they take down Exist. He tumbles into the CT spawn. Navi somehow saw it coming. In fact, I think they might have been waiting for that flashbang.
I mean, that is a go-to play that we see quite often. And so, I mean, it's not going to be taken as a big surprise if that flash actually goes off. It's kind of like the flash at the top of B Inferno. When you're playing as CT, you go for the flash, you can be pretty sure like 90% of the time somebody's going to peek behind that flash. So it's something that the Navi, they're going to be prepared for, and right now they're just getting all the entries on this site. Guardian and Zeus each racking up a frag. It's down to Get Right and Forest, who are playing mid and B, and they're completely out of the picture.
Back to a 2-on-5 now, trying to hide the rifles here. StarSeries going to find Get Right already, and the rest of Navi surely are going to be coming for them. So the Swedes left here, they're just going to have to try and stay alive. But this is a disaster for an NiP. I'm stunned by how well Navi are playing right now.
Yeah, this is them really showing that online play, it wasn't a fluke, that these guys are able to take the pain here and really deliver it. Now it's just down to Get Right, who does manage to get another parting shot onto Starks. He turns around and gets seized, and then the triple Get Right. You won't kill this guy easily. He's still in here, and now it's Guardian who's just holding the angle. Get Right is caught in a box. If he goes past, like, takes 2 steps to the right, Guardian's going to find him.
Yeah, Get Right realizes there's too much on the line here for him to lose, so he's not going to do it. And it's going to be 9-1. But, you know, good triple kill from Get Right, no doubt about that. But it's too late for good triple kills. There's still enough money for Navi that they can easily buy here. I want to, next time we interview anyone from Navi, I want to ask if they were waiting for that flashbang up on short, because if they were, then that means Navi know a lot about what NiP play like. Pushing down in lower dark here, Freiburg waiting around in the corner, they're going to get the 1 kill, Freiburg sprays, and it's a double, so a really good start. Exist in the middle, he's going to be spotting Zeus and taking him down, and now we're back into a 2-on-3, and now is where NiP really need to recompose themselves. They have the advantage, they must win this round.
Get Right really looking to join the party there, and he gets punished right off the bat. Edward looking for him, waiting in T-spawn, but now they're both going to group up here, Navi, and try and play together, and that's the smart thing to do. Stack up and go hit 1 point together. Don't split up and turn it into a series of, you know, 1-on-1s or 2-on-1s.
And look at Exist.
Make the 2-on-1 go your way, and Exist is waiting right around this corner. As soon as Guardian peeks, there you go. Good timing from Exist. He gets the first one. He fails to get the second, however. Good spray there from Edward. Keeps him alive. And now it is just down to Fiflaren and Freiburg.
Potentially a really lethal situation, because, you know, it's great Exist gets the kill, and we can all you know, agree that that was really good. But you gotta wonder if it wasn't you know, a little bit of a tricky play as well, because if he goes down, then it's back to a 2-on-2, and Navi can bring it back. In fact, they still can. Edward sneaking up here, misses the kill though. Fiflaren just has to hit 1 shot, but more than that, he has to just wait, because he knows Edward can't run for B anymore. He has to come A.
Exactly. And, well, 15 seconds, he's just got no time at all left. I mean, you almost get this feeling like, okay, he's trying to make his way down into lower dark, but 10 seconds, he just has no more time at this point. Edward, he needs to go and die, or just flat out save.
Yeah, so
and
he's going to go for the
choose
save.
to just flat out save. There's no real other option here.
Save the AWP, which is going to give NiP finally another round. So that's some good work here for the Swedish team. Got to give them that here. But now, I mean, they need to keep going. I say again, I think they need probably 6 rounds here on the CT side. Navi are a strong Dust 2 team.
What's interesting, look at this. I mean, Get Right. He goes for the Scar 20.
Yeah.
That's not something we see too often. On Dust 2 at least, but Get Right has the Scar 20 now, and this is a different change here from what they could be used to, Navi. Could they be expecting to be running into that rifle right there? And certainly Get Right, who's like one of the only players who makes that gun look OP.
Look at what the rest of NiP are doing. They could catch the bomb here. Guardian, he's not going to know. If Exist spots him, that's it. The round is really, really in favor of NiP, and there it is. Exist with the spray. He doesn't get it. Backup is coming in. Freiburg going to be running. Guardian going to go down. The bomb is lost. And Freiburg going to tear. He's going to take 3 people. Actually, just 2. One of them stolen, but still a great performance from Freiburg here, and a great push from NiP. Going to be down to Zeus in a 1-on-3.
Let's see. Is it casual? Did we not even notice? Is the time longer than it should be?
If it was casual mode, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have the indicators, the bars on the side. They'd be gone if it was casual mode.
That's true.
I think. Well, I'm going to trust the players to know what's up and the admins to do it. I'm not even going to think about it. We're into the 13th round here. Guardian picking up an AWP, spawning pretty close to long. Is he going to make a run for it? Or is he going to go somewhere else? I mean, With this spawn, does it make sense to run for long? Actually, he's a little bit back. If you had Edward spawn, he definitely would have run for it. I think now he might just go for the mid scope instead. Makes a pretty big difference though in the overall scheme of things, because you know, if you get to this corner first, you can start off with a really easy kill.
Oh yeah, definitely. Edward could be the one who's going to be sprinting for it, but it will be Guardian who's going to make his way out onto Suicide and just wait to see if anybody's going to be challenging him mid. But the smoke is going to go down from NiP, so they're not willing to take that fight. Instead, it's going to be a very fast play out, a long house, and here it is. Exist manages to pick up one, and Freiburg stands and gets the final two.
It's going to be down to Guardian and StarSeries now. 2 on 4, and a great start for NiP here. Could they claim a 4th round? If they do, then finally, after a really long first half here, finally it's going to be a Navi back to ecoing, and that's gonna really work for NiP. That means they could push themselves up to 5 rounds by just winning this 1 round. That's kind of what they need to do at this point. Maybe this first half is actually going to work out for the Swedish team, although it was looking really, really bad early on.
It was looking pretty grim, there's no doubt about it. But if they can, if they can chain together another round here, you're right. I mean, that's the thing. We're still at the end of the first half here, and they only need to get 5 rounds. As long as there's rounds left to get, NiP are not out of this yet as far as this first half is concerned. But it looks like they want to make the play for B, and this is the smart play. I mean, Navi want to aim for the weak point of NiP's defense, essentially, and Get Right is not going to manage to find StarSeries. StarSeries gets the jump on him, literally.
Yeah, he does, and Fiflan also missed a shot down the middle that maybe he should have hit. Looked like it was dead on, so I'm not really sure what happened then. Guardian almost gets warped again. StarSeries against 2 people here in the upper dark, and he's going to go down to Forest, which leaves Guardian alone. He gets the 1 kill. Now he knows where the rest are coming. He's looking for it. He's going to get another one. That's a double. Now just 1 left, and a quick flick. Guardian going to pick up the triple kill. Incredible play, and Navi going to win a 10th round. There it is. Guardian on LAN in Kiev, fighting against the best team in the world. That's not nothing, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great round.
And that's putting NiP right back down to square one. They have to go for a weird force buy now because their money got wrecked that last round. Navi winning it, that was what was on the line. NiP could have had a big opportunity, but Navi certainly took advantage of theirs. And now Freiburg, lower dark, is pushed up here with the 5-7. Not sure if they know he's that close, but he will walk around the box and manage to pick up a frag.
Yeah, it's a good kill, but 2 are taken in return for Navi, and Flaren going to go down Forest with the FAMAS. It is back to a 2-on-3. If only they had the bomb in that lower dark, it would have been great for NiP. But now Forest is going to be found by Edward, and it's going to be up to Get Right. Alone, Zeus will take him down 13-3. And the hope is stolen away from NiP here. This is the final round of the half, and they have no money.
They have nothing left to them. We have double deagle play. Freiburg going for another scout. It's not even Fiflaren, it's not even Forrest going for the scout, it's Freiburg. That's not something we see too often. He had some luck with it last time, though, but he's going to have to look for it, and there you go. Freiburg gets the headshot on Guardian at the mid doors to start.
You could even tell that Freiburg actually adjusted his aim to make absolutely sure it was a headshot. He wasn't looking for a body shot, and there's Fiflaren right through the smoke, taking down Edward. A nice shot. He's going to bring it back to a 3-on-4.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now we've got the man advantage for NiP, and they could try and sneak forward and pick up a gun or two, and I think that's what they were doing there. Fiflaren will be able to pick up that AK from a house. That's what NiP need to do at this point. They need to get some guns to really be able to put a stop to Navi's push, because Navi, they still have plenty of nades, and there's 3 guys, and they're all going out through the B slope. Freiburg trying to... I think he actually manages to leg one through the smoke there on B slope.
Yeah, it might have been possible, but now it's going to be on Get Right alone. Mag 7 takes down 1, but Zeus will drop him, and it's back to a 2-on-2. Now 2-on-1, Fiflaren, the only one left, and seized with a triple kill and a astonishing 21 kills in the first half, just carrying Navi home here, 12-3. This is a major upset. It's only the first map here of the SLTV Grand Finals, but this is Navi showing us that they're for real.
And were we not talking about how crucial this map was in this best of 3 series for Navi? Because we know how good NiP are on train. Navi are solid on train as well, but if this best of 3 series goes to Inferno, NiP are going to be heavily favored on Inferno. So this was that high pressure map for Navi where they really had to outperform. They're not out of the woods yet. NiP are certainly not out, seeing as how they're swapping over to the T side now, and they can definitely do the same to Navi. But this is a fine start. This is going to be the confidence behind Navi. You can be sure the crowd are going to be getting hyped as well behind it all. So this is a big opportunity now for Navi, and we could even be looking potentially at an upset here already, right off this first half.
Damn, I'm already upset. This is just tremendous play. Now we've seen these these sparks flying from Navi every once in a while, and every time they do, I get really excited. I think now is the time. Now is the time that Navi show us that they are that top, you know, that top 5 team in the world, that top 4 team in the world. And then every time it happens, it seems like they sort of fade away and don't do as well anymore. And this could, again, I'm thinking this could be the point in time where things maybe change here for the Ukrainian team. 12-3, second half coming up. First map in a best of 3. Still potentially 2 more maps after this. If they would lose the pistol round, though, Zeus with the shot. StarSeries takes down Freiburg, Forest. And that's going to be it in the middle. Cease gets dropped, but this is advantage for Navi.
Big advantage for Navi as well. They've done tremendous damage. Get right, taking a peek at mid. He will get punished as well. They're sneaking the bomb out onto B site, however. In the meantime, Fiflaren is on to the B site. And Edward is waiting right outside the door. There's 2 members here for Navi, and they decide not to waste any time. They're already right up to the door, and they've got Fiflaren caught in a box.
Great shot from Fiflaren, though. Takes down Edward. Guardian up here. The burst fire from Fiflaren. This is back to a 2-1-3, and there's another one. Fiflaren. Is he going to save NiP? It's now a double kill for him. Get it right. Does he realize someone's coming from behind? Fiflaren does. He hits another one. That's now a lot of damage done here. He's going to go for Guardian. He does take him down, but no, the headshot from Zeus. And I think there's just enough time. Fiflaren close to the quad kill. In fact, 15 HP away from the quad kill, but it's going to be Navi winning the pistol round. And I think that's done, son. I don't think NiP can come back from this anymore.
Oh, man. Well, they can. We can't count them out, but holy hell is it going to be a hard fight for them to do it. And look at Zeus. He's not even messing around right now. He decides to swap. Oh, he actually just hands it over to Guardian. So Zeus is going to take the hit. He buys an AWP in the 17th round. Buys an AWP. Hands it over to Guardian right off the bat. He's just going to be sitting with an M4. But that was such a close round for NiP. One more shot. If Get Right just lives a little bit longer, that makes all the difference. But Fiflaren just did some excellent work in that pistol round, but it just wasn't enough.
The only way NiP come back in this game is if it somehow goes to overtime. I mean, I don't see them coming back otherwise, because they're not going to have any money this round. They did get the bomb down, so they can buy the next round. But then we're looking at a 14 to 4 score if they do that, and I don't think it's even going to be enough then. Zeus here, down in the middle. Guardian takes a kill, and he does get taken down. C-set 75 is a good pistol.
Yeah, but no Kevlar on Zeus either.
Oh, my God.
Through the box, Exist gets denied, and Guardian, he is just continuing to land shots. Freiburg in a good position, manages to pick up one, but Edward is there to support, and now it is Get Right who's caught on this site with 5 HP left. StarSeries will find the shot eventually, but he's getting flanked.
Forrest is out of bullets. He picks up an AWP, and that's all he has. One shot missed here is going to cost him his life. 35 seconds left. He's going to be pushing out. He doesn't realize Edward is right around the corner. No, Forrest! And he goes down. Edward with the triple kill. Great sneak around from Forrest, and if they had won that round, that would have been the sort of round they needed for a comeback, wouldn't it?
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. If NiP managed to pick up that eco round, that changes the picture entirely, because they just put Navi in a massive hole as far as money is concerned. So they're going to get a couple more rounds out of it, and then NiP, you know, they just need to win a couple crucial rounds, the buy rounds, most importantly, and they're going to get out of there. But Guardian will find Fiflaren peeking at a long house, and that's going to be it. Now Navi have the man advantage on this crucial round for NiP.
Very, very fast reaction from Guardian. That's why he's so scary as well. He can do the flick shots, but even just AWPing in like one spot, he's still very strong. Flashbang out from Edward. NiP very flashed in the middle. Forrest going to go down, but there you get the return kill. And now, well, they're trying to go for a B-split push, but it's kind of getting demolished in the middle. Right through the smoke. Exist is going to be down to 10 HP, and he's going to go down. Zeus picking up a double kill, and it's map point for Navi. 15-3 is quite an astonishing performance from Navi.
That's a terrific score. I mean, yeah, this is just Navi trouncing NiP, but it's also, I mean, Dust 2 is also a bit of a momentum map, and Navi just really seem to have had everything. They've had everything going their way so far in the first half, and then they roll into the second half and pick up the pistol round, and then it just really feels like the freight train sort of scenario where you're just not going to stop them. And so NiP now may even be thinking, okay, well, this map, we're going to keep fighting, obviously, but we got to be thinking about train now and what's to come in the second map of this series, because winner bracket is going to be on the line here on this next map.
You're absolutely right, and there's really no doubt that Navi got off to a fantastic start, and it's been carrying them all the way through here. NiP for the what may be the final round. They just don't have really any equipment to make it happen. They're going to try and put down the bomb really quickly here. They have a scout and one M4 that they picked up. 4-on-4 retake for Navi, and they have kits.
Planning for long, however, but they are going to get split up here. 2 members at long, 2 members on cat, and Navi are going to push in. But Fiflaurin, he's just doing such good work for NiP. Gets another headshot, but now he is caught. They are out of this. It's all down to Exist alive on the site. But the GGs ring out all of NiP, immediately calling it. And this is going to be the first map of this best of 3 for Navi.
Incredible stuff. I'm just very impressed. Seized with 24 kills.